Hey, Turtle Club, good morning, guys. It is, well, it's Saturday morning, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know, this is how we do it, guys. It is once more time again for the morning Korok Coffee. I am Mag Synchro, that is Magician Synchronous for those that are new to the channel for the long term of the name. Hey, Drew, how's it going, man? And we are getting into, I think we're about to go into the Tower of the Day of the Gods. Hey, good day, stream. Hey, good day, Pizza Ball. How's it going, dude? And I think we got a little bit of stuff that's been a little bit improved in the UI HUD that we got going on here. Trying to make things better. We still can't see through, but I got the positioning a whole lot better for the Movember donation system and the Shipwreck Sunday counter. That's supposed to be drawing straight from Streamlabs. I've downloaded the actual utility they have called Stream Labels, which may or may not actually work as well as we hope it will. And setting it up was super easy, but we'll see. So you can easily, or more easily now, see what Shipwreck Sunday is actually going toward. As the 7, we did not update the map, so we are on a crash course collision with number 7, and that's actually going to be swapped really quick with number 3, because the donations yesterday were made strictly with the intent of getting us to Mario Kart 8. So we're going to take Mario Kart 8, change that out to Minecraft, and get that updated, because that was my promise to you guys, because I was slow on the ball on that. Alright, hey Hobbs, Paya, how's it going, guys? And today, guys, it is a buffet, and that means at 9 o'clock, we take the subs that we gained. We're at 2083. We lost 2 of them. It's the way it works with YouTube, guys. If we got them back, it would be 2 extra minutes today. Every like we get will be an extra minute today, and every person watching at 9 o'clock will be an extra minute today. For those of you that don't wake up early on Saturday, this is to kind of help it to where you guys can see and be around everything. Okay, well, let's kind of get on the rolling train here. Hobbs, I'm curious, dude. At this point, I know I'm a bad mag. I forgot to. Well, I forgot to do a number of things, but one of the important things that I forgot to do. Give me just 1 second, guys. I don't know what this is going to do, but I forgot to grab the data off of Hobbs's information. He usually gives us a good morning update. Oh, there we are. We're at 92.6%. Hopefully this did not just make everything go foobar. You need the submarines in column G of the chart. Okay. Hey, Yagnash, how's it going? And you could use a buffet in real life if you are hungry. If you're hungry, Pizza Ball, well, I got some DigRat peanut butter and jelly, man. Yeah, 92%. We are definitely. Let me go get that update in the description for the video. We're getting so close. So we need. Oh, Yagdash, how's it doing, dude? All right, so we are going to absolutely need to go to G2, you say? A, B, C, D, E, F, G2. And that's not the Gatorade brand, guys. It's actually the place we need to go. Bop and beep and bop and boom. And now we're going to go just around this small teeny tiny island. Deku Dog. Hoi. Okay. I'm not sure if that's a typo or if that's a... or if that's maybe a actual non-English way of saying hello. Either way, good morning. I'm in the eastern United States, so it's morning for me. So I always greet everybody good morning when it's morning and good evening when it's evening. Welcome to the stream. We are actually playing the Wind Waker. We're trying to get this 100% complete going on. That's some really weird looking stuff. I'm sure at some point I did something. Oh, here's another submarine. Oh, that's what that is. That's the jump goal. And it is starting to wind down, guys. We are probably going to make our way into the Tower of the Gods, actually down into Hyrule Castle, and we are probably going to pass the barrier. Oh. You got to be joking. I don't trust anything that looks like this, guys. I mean, look at this. There is one button. Well, you know. Yep. Yep, there will be a new voting system that will come out. Clarence Bot will come back. Oh, okay, these dudes. Do you foresee Skyward Sword? I don't know, Catwater. You know, Alien 81 were talking about that because you know, he's always watching the stream work, and he thinks that while there's definitely a case to be made for Skyward Sword. The popularity of it may be overshadowed by the popularity of some of the different games that are coming out. We do try to keep everything family friendly, so that pretty much, we try not to duplicate games, so that pretty much rules out Skyrim. I know some people want to see my take on Skyrim, which I gotta be honest, guys, me playing Skyrim is really boring. It is me hiding from everything and shooting stuff with an arrow. It's basically what you're seeing right here, with a lot more crouching going on. And he was, you know, me and him were talking. He said, well, you know, I could see it being Skyward Sword. I could see it being something else coming out on PC. You know, and last time the recommendations were all great, but some of the recommendations that we received were competitive games, like Overwatch and Splatoon and Rocket League. I don't disagree, Drew. I don't disagree. Platform chart. Oh. But what good is a platform chart? I'm almost willing to bet that if it's like every other chart we have, minus like one or two, it won't be all that useful. Interesting. Okay. Still waiting for Okami. See, Okami would be pretty good too. If people watched how you play Skyrim, they go insane. Yeah, oh yeah. And to go Farah, hey, cleaning the shed, might finish tomorrow. Yeah, cleaning the shed's long work, man. Final Fantasy VII, yeah, it's a little unsafe for kids. There's a number of games that, you know, you go, oh yeah, that's a kid's game, and then you're like, well, not really. Like, oh, look at this dude. He's just, whoa. Wow, he just completely twitched out. I got some sneezing, nighttime sniffling, how the snot get their kind of stuff going on, guys. I hope I'm not coming down with anything again. Alright, so we got this new platform chart. And it's yet another chart that doesn't really do anything for us except for say, here it is, go find it. Um, but it is something that we needed for the completion. Oh, let's see here. So that's a super extra bonus. All right. Wonder if Cloud will X-dress in the remake. I would say so. Pizza Ball. I don't think they're going to take out some of the mechanics that are along those lines. And a matter of fact, with as large a push there is in the United States, which it's unfortunate to a degree, but typically the United States is, yeah, they changed it so much. There's so many different things. I mean, the original Final Fantasy remake I disliked. Like Final Fantasy 1 when they remade it for the Game Boy, I was like, wow, the difficulty on this is just gone. Alright, so we got the map. Good morning, Chadley. If you guys are curious what Chadley looks like, there is a face reveal of old Chadley in RPG Pics and Vids on our Discord. He too took the No Shave November challenge, shaved it all the way down to the stubbles, seeing exactly how it gets. Alright, so right now we're just kind of listening to the epic music, trying to figure out what else we have to do on this overworld. Steam has an updated Final Fantasy VII that you'd like to get. Well, I know we got submarines, but have we already got all the submarines? Last submarine at G7. Alrighty, there we go. And Hobbs once again to the rescue, guys. Ready. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and this is going to be our closest one. The submarine we just did, guys, was pretty creepy. I think we actually had to blow through all that at one point. You know, guys, I've been looking for turn-based, kind of advancing, like retro RPG games, and I think I may have found one that looks intriguing. I've never played the Phantasy Star series, and I did find that Phantasy Star is on Steam. Phantasy Star 2, 3, and 4. And I think that kind of might be one of the ones I'm looking for. Oh, there's Mikey. Alright, here we go, guys. This is what you want here. Watch this. This is a preview of Mag Synchro playing Skyrim. really, guys, I mean, I hate to say it this way. This is my Skyrim playstyle. I don't think so, Chadley. I don't think so. It just all is going to depend completely on whether or not we can get certain things done. Because the thing is with 100%, you know, it's really easy to know how far you got to go when you know where you're getting to, right? But with this particular game, since it's blind playthrough, I don't know where the 100% mark is. Now, I would honestly say that there's a good chance that we're going to hit it, but we may not. I mean, we're at 92 point something %, so we know we won't get the 100% today for certain. Uh-oh. Alrighty. Am I at G7? I'm at G7. It looks like I've already rated this place. So we might actually have more percentage than we thought we did. Busted all that. You're there. I know, right? I'm here. There's a chest that we've already gotten. Question is it the only chest? I think only Tingle statues open up by blowing up scenery. But far be it for me to totally accept that on faith. Now you have a question mark because that was a heart piece. Oh, guys. Oh, that's How do I see? Oh, wow. So, Richie, how's it going? How's it going? So, Hobbs was pretty certain he knew where the 4 heart pieces we had left were. And he has them all in his notes, I'm sure. But, I'm glad it's going good for you. We have hit the equivalent of a missed location or 2 here. Hey, Demon Huntress, how's it going? How's it going today? You might still have them. Okay, well that's good to know. We might still know exactly where we got to go. I am all for that. I am all for that. Let's see here. Let's do the little Travolta thing for a second. I need the platforms. Okay. Platform map. So there's lots of platforms, so we need probably the platforms in this area is what I'm expecting at this point. So we're going to go pillage every little platform we can come across. Because who knows what all these platforms really have. Oh, we are absolutely aware, though, that cannon away. Hey, Master Krang! We are playing the Wind Waker, and we are getting closer and closer to 100% completion. Right now, we are working on getting heart pieces. Was up till 4:30 playing Destiny. Yeah, that's about the way it goes. That's why me and DigRat try to stay away from any kind of MMOs these days, because you can wind up getting so lost in an MMO. And if you get real good at what you do in an MMO, it's really easy to get a sense of self-fulfillment, or a sense of what's the word I'm looking for? A belonging and acceptance in MMO that you may not get elsewhere. I used to play a healer, and I was actually, at my time, I was swamped, guys. I had 2 jobs. I was working for the company I work for now, and I was also delivering pizza. And sometimes that's what you got to do in life. You gotta work multiple jobs. Hey, Christian, how's it going? I was also doing computer repair work on the side, and in my free time, my little bit of free time, I was playing World of Warcraft as a healer, and I did a pretty good job of it. DigRat would always be the first one to say, I've never seen them hang on for dear life like that. That was pretty awesome. Hey, T-Mac, how's it going, man? That looks not like a confusion. Glad to hear it, man. Glad to hear it. All right, and down in the water we go. So that's the platform on G7. I think our next platform that we're going to go to is just one up. We're just going to start heading north and hope for the best. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I'm a little bit on the looking forward to the sleepy time side, to be honest. I've been playing Fortnite. I've been coding. I've been doing a lot of stuff. Oh, Christian, I'm now a service assurance technician as far as the title goes. Prior to that, I was what was called a network assurance analyst. Basically, this is not going to be good. Abandoned ship link. Get up to that platform as quickly as you can. Basically what it is I work for a cable company that provides phone service throughout the whole entire country. They service 28 different states, and my job is to make sure that that phone service does not fail. And I do that by monitoring the actual equipment that we utilize for that, multiple servers. We have something along the lines of 40 phone switches, just doing quick add up in my head. And with phone service, phone service has come a long way, from text messaging to all sorts of other. Okay, I was expecting. Oh, there's a chest. Okay. But basically, what it boils down to, if you really want to simplify it, because everybody, that was not worth going into a treasure chest, in my opinion. But if you want to simplify it, it's basically the Homer Simpson job. I sit at a computer desk for 10 to 12 hours. I stare at a screen, very similar to where I am here. I do not get one of these, which makes it really sad. So I'm not just sitting and playing games and stuff. I do get to watch a lot of Netflix and Hulu in the background. But as soon as anything lights up, any type of alert comes off, any kind of indication that something wrong has gone on. Have I made the carp ducking yet? No, Posh. But that does bring up the fact that we do have some holidays coming up, guys. Many of you celebrate different holidays. At Convertible Turtle Gaming, DigRat and I celebrate several holidays as well. Coming up on the 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th, there will be a change to the game format. Same thing for the second week in December. We are working on making sure that your entertainment's not interrupted as much as possible. But we do have families to see. I have in-laws to see in Kentucky, and DigRat has in-laws to see in Oklahoma. and that's what we plan to do. But I'm trying to convince my mother-in-law, or DigRat, or my father-in-law, or my mom, anybody who's listening to make the carb duckin', because the carb duckin' still sounds delicious and nutritious. And if we put meat in there, I bet you it will taste like chicken. The actual holidays, though, guys, Thanksgiving as well as Christmas, which are the big ones that everybody has on their calendar usually, we will be working at our job, and we will therefore be streaming as well in those mornings before and the mornings after. For those other holidays during the December months, I apologize. I don't track a whole lot of holidays that the stores don't tell me about. So I have a calendar. I can assure you that we're going to try to make sure that we try to entertain everybody as much as we can. I mean, if it wasn't for the fact that at the beginning of the stream I actually look at the calendar to tell what day of the week it is, I would not be able to tell you guys what day of the week was. For those who weren't here, yes. It's a roll with stuffing and potatoes inside. It was actually, we talked about the carb duckin' last night on the Fortnite stream. And I still think, Posh, I think that the best way to make a carb duckin' is to make garlic bread out of a hot dog bun, and then stuff that with like loaded mashed potatoes, and then top it with stuffing, and then pour gravy on it. Now, of course, explaining that to a cardiologist is probably not going to get you any brownie points afterwards. As long as you don't tell them that I'm the one who did it, we won't get sued for getting you killed by clogging your arteries, I'd hope. But it sounds delicious. I'm all up for it still. You know, I think this is where we were last time when we got shot out of the air. Maybe not. But yeah, the carp duckin' sounds delicious. It sounds exactly like the kind of stuff I would typically eat. It sounds like just the kind of stuff that DigRat be like, you get a Boko Baba seed. It's, Hey guys, it is definitely not the heart piece we seek, that is for certain. You peel and boil potatoes and cut them into 1-inch squares, melt Velveeta and milk together, and pour it over the potatoes and bake. That sounds delicious too. That sounds really delicious. That's especially to somebody like me that we do what's called a rotel dip in our holidays. Usually, you take a block of Velveeta, pound of meat, usually sausage of some kind of variety. And then you take 2 cans of rotel, 1 mild, 1 hot, and then you combine it all. Oh, look who's back, guys. It's all the spammy adult services. Hey, Zachary, how's it going? It's going pretty good, dude. It's going pretty good, man. We have started No Shave November off, and you can see just a little bit how the 5 o'clock shadow is going. I think the actual hair on the sides is about half as long as it is on the front of the face at the moment. I mean, it's growing pretty fast. My facial hair usually views getting shaved down as a challenge to grow back as fast as possible, so we'll see how this goes. Yeah, Drew, we get so many spam bots, man. You guys don't ever see half of them. Nightbot, as we find out what they're saying and what they're doing, we basically program Nightbot to go through and beat them down. This is an ingenious one though. They're actually using the website address in region, it seems like. That is like what Potato was talking about in his stream. Fried fries, which I guess is like when they fried them and fried them again. Oh, I could really get behind like chicken fried fries. That'd be good. Yeah, Nightbot. Yeah, as much grief as we give old Nightbot, he actually is really good most of the time. He's like anything else though. Nightbot is I consider him like the 2-year-old robot. You know, he only does what you tell him, and if you don't get really specific, then he has a problem. You know, it's like if you tell a little kid, you know, well, don't do this on the floor, then, well, that's fine. The kid's going to actually not do that on the floor. Congratulations, you won. The child will no longer do what you wanted them to not do on the floor. It'll be on the couch, it'll be on the table, it'll be on the wall, it'll be on the countertop, but I guarantee you, it won't be on the floor. But you got to get really particular with stuff like that. Yeah. Robot toddler. Oh yeah, it's Robo toddler. And how can you be mad at a Robo toddler, right? Now, we've already been here, as evidenced by the fact that there's treasure already opened. And we will get to all of these guys. Because somewhere we have discovered that the notes are a little off kilter. Alright, so now we're going to go all the way up to F1. I am currently at G3, Hobbs. I'm at G3. And we are heading to F1. And we'll just come all the way down through F, and then we'll come all the way through E. Since you said we needed all the platforms, we just started hitting up the platforms now. Speaking of robo-toddlers, I'm a robo-toddler. Hobbs said, you need all the platforms, Mag, and I basically started going for all the platforms. He is probably... That was a treasure chart. Okay, cool. So we know we have all this, because we're now 49 out of 49. That explains what we needed and what we got. Demon Huntress knows exactly how hard it is to steer me. She had to do that on the Breath of the Wild streams for a while. Hey Mag, do you have Mario Odyssey yet? And if it is, what do you think? I have the platforms on F1. Alright, so we don't need the platforms on F1. We will do an about face and head down to F3. So Freddy, there's no yet to Mario Odyssey. I personally, as a human being, outside of the world of YouTube, have no desire to get Mario Odyssey. If you guys want to see me play Mario Odyssey, I have no problem with that. That's what Free for All Friday's for. That's what our votes for the community are for. But Mario is not really my kind of game, from what we've noticed. I will absolutely play it. I mean, if you look over here, it is Mario Maker number 4 on the Shipwreck Sunday calendar. We will play that without any problem. You know, so we're not against playing it. We're just not for playing it. So I'm not going to drop like 60 bucks. Oh yeah, Posh, there's some people that would like to see it be the next playthrough. I gotta be honest though, it would be very short. It would be like a month. I've seen other people play Mario Odyssey. I've seen them complete it. From what I've seen, Mario Odyssey has a completion, like a focused completion. I wouldn't say a speed run completion or a pro completion, but a focus completion, which is pretty much what we do on stream here. And it takes about 40 hours. So, I mean, with all of our playing every morning, as well as our buffet streams, we would probably get Mario Odyssey done in a month. Which, you know, is perfectly fine. I mean, that's what the donations and support for the channel are for, is to you know, give, you know, to the channel and help. What is going on? Okay. And to increase the channel and to give things for the channel to be able to do. But I just feel like, you know, it may not even be a full month of gameplay for Mario Odyssey. Just seems like a, I don't know. I would like to think there may be better games out there for us to play and enjoy together. That would, you know, have a bit of a longer time on it. But that's also because I think I've been spoiled by 2 different Zeldas, guys. I mean, I really do think that we could probably beat Odyssey. Yeah, it's October. It's actually November, Posh. And we're getting pretty close to that month range. I mean, if you think about it, if you look at the number, yeah, if you look at the actual number of episodes we've streamed, it's only been 10 days past a month technically. We've had some technical difficulties that happen, but we have not even hit the 40 mark on this. So there was a hidden chest. Do 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 do. So I think my assessment of it being about a month is about spot on. It's just a month and a couple of extra days. What have we got in here? A golden feather. But you know, if the Turtle Club votes on it, I absolutely will play on it. And speaking of recommendations and votes and all that, since we are getting so close, I actually should have Clarence Bot back up and running with all of his new additions by this time tomorrow, guys. Clarence will be back. I've actually, one of the huge improvements that I worked on Clarence, one of the big improvements that was working on Clarence, was the ability for me to actually do code pushes to him. Well, Freddie, the only thing with that, right, and again, guys, the only thing with that, right, is we do bring in a good amount of money for the channel. I appreciate what everything is able to put in. Half the money that comes in. So right now, for instance, $6.07 is coming for this month. That's been designated to the channel. Half of that money that we've gained this month, of that 607, so $3.04, that's put back for taxes, because those are considered to be a tip, a wage tip, and those are taxed at a 50% rate. They're not taxed at 100% or 60% or 30%, but a 50%. So every dollar that you donate to the channel, of that money that gets donated to the channel, 50 cents of it actually winds up here, of that currency. And of that currency, then, you know, we play games and we do that. It's one of the reasons why the way Free for All Friday works. I had one viewer ask me once, well, hey man, I was looking, and Free for All Friday, you made like, I think it was the week where Shadow and Cursemark got into a fight, and he said, hey man, you know, Free-for-all Friday, you made like $500, and you're only buying like a $40 game, which means you still have like $460 left, and so you could absolutely buy a PlayStation for DigRat. And you know, that was a cool idea. We eventually did that, but it wasn't with that money there. Because I've had to point out, well, you have to realize that of that money that's been coming in, PayPal gets a cut of it, Streamlabs gets a cut of it, and then after all that's done, Uncle Sam gets 50% of it. And they're like, really? I said, yeah, it's a taxed income. It's like anything else. And so the only thing that I would caution about something like a trial Wednesday, Freddie, is let's say that if you want to pay a specific amount, pay times 10. Well, no, Freddie, that's not what I'm saying at all, man. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I am saying, though, is, you know, if people go, well, you know, Turtle Club's made over $3,000 this year, which is super awesome, guys. I love you all for that. Of that, of course, 1,500 of that goes to taxes. And then if you look at inside our actual Discord, we have our CT revenue, and you can see that what we spent for the year is $1,361. So literally, what we have in the coffers right now for the channel is like $100. So if we went out and bought Mario Odyssey, and then went out and bought Skyrim, and then went out and bought what's the other one? Xenogears, I think is what it is. And I mean, you know, if we went out and bought like $5 $60 games, we would be $150 $180 in the hole. So as much as I would love to do what you're suggesting, Freddie, would love to do what you're suggesting. It's just, yeah, Xenoblade, that's what it is. I think I called it Xenogear. My bad for anybody who's actually a fan of the series. I've not played. But yeah, you know, those things do cost some kind of financial income, and to keep up with that, we just don't have it. Now, I do see streamers that are doing it all the time. And I do mean all the time. And I've asked them, you know, how are you keeping up with all this? And like, well, we're spending our stream money on it. Man, we made $700. And then I explained to some of those guys, well, you didn't really make $700, you made $350. It's like, what are you talking about? And actually, one streamer say, oh, well, I'm not going to file this into taxes. I mean, next thing you're going to tell me I need a business license. I'm like, yeah, you have a business. You're not, it's, you know, we talk about it like this is a hobby. Hey, Superton, how's it going? Do you think you would play Jackbox Party not on the family-friendly streams? It's kind of inappropriate. How far are we with the P.O. Box? We got halfway through. If you were to donate a game, it does not actually prevent Uncle Sam from taking a cut. Legally speaking, if you donate anything that's physical or an item or anything along those lines, there is some level of tax paid out on it. Case in point, I actually won a free PlayStation 3 where I work. Yeah, even if it's a digital game, it's still considered something that has value. So I'd have to pay tax on the actual game itself, but it's not considered a tip at that point. It's considered a gift, and there is a huge difference in the legality of gifts and tips. So I wouldn't have to pay much taxes. I would basically have to pay the equivalent of like sales tax for it. So like if it's like a $40 game, I would actually have to pay like $3 on it. I mean, we have a pretty involved spreadsheet that I keep up with on the channel to make sure that we know come tax time, because that's our greatest. You know, we're doing this legitimately, and we want to make this a hobby that we can enjoy. And we call it a hobby, and it is a hobby. Will you like Wii game ports on Switch? Support it? I don't know. My thing with the Switch, right, is I don't know if the Wii ports on the Switch would really work as well because of the way the motion controls work. I mean, some of those motion controls, as good as the Joy-Cons are, I don't think they would be as good as what the Switch can do. But as far as the P.O. Box goes, Freddie, we got halfway through on it, man. We're looking at solutions right now to that. What is with the Boko seeds? I don't know. Hey, Dwight, how's it going? How's it going? Oh, that's alright, Dylan. No worries, dude. Do you think Skyward Sword would go well on Switch? From what I know of Skyward Sword, since I've never played it, and I'm 90% blind on Skyward Sword, I would say, yeah, I would say it'd be pretty good. Hey, Eponas, how's it going, Epona's Loyalty? We can just change the controls for the Wii games. Skyward Sword needs an HD remake. I bet it does. I bet it does. I heard it's got like the best story for Zelda, like ever, bar none. The story for this one's not too bad, but let's be reasonable from how we're playing it, right, guys? The story on this is pretty short. I mean, the real story on this is pretty short. I try to jump on that. Yeah, but that... Oh, Dylan, yeah, man. The beard's still there. It's just short. It's a prequel. Yeah, I've heard really good things about it. But yeah, Dylan, save one. As you can tell, it's still here. It's just been trimmed back a whole lot. Oh, dude just wanted to sleep. He shall sleep and never worry about having to wake up again. Guys, it's a buffet stream today. Make sure you get your likes in because you got 15 minutes. Actually, just a hair under 15 minutes. And so next we got to go to... I'm trying to think of time-wise, guys. I think we just go right there for D4. And then... yeah, we're going to just do all the ones in D and then curl back down. I think we're going to go like... I think we're going to go here and then come in all the way down to this and then come up and then come all the way back up. Why does Nintendo put non-online play for Splatoon? They wouldn't. They wouldn't. Nintendo has a habit of any kind of online game of not going backwards. I mean, I'm pretty sure you're never going to see Double Dash. Yeah, I think Splatoon, the original, is online only. I don't think it had a story mode or anything. The very first game in Timeline that isn't a spoiler to anything, I think it was even said in the trailer, Skyward Sword. Oh, that's cool. And guys, we are out of the wonderful elixir that we have in the mug of the day, so now we're going to the cup of the day. And the mug of the day and the cup of the day. So we got our Justice League mug, and we got our Autobots, and Decepticon Cup. The only problem with Skyward Sword is there isn't enough areas to explore. See, that's also a concern, Drew. I mean, I got to be honest, guys. Some of these older Zelda games, I mean, when we say things like, you know, Ocarina of Time is so great, it's because Ocarina of Time was huge. Like, really huge. Meanwhile, certain games like Zelda 2, which are big-ish, they just didn't really go over well. Oh, thank you for blowing me up so I can see the light of where these cannons are. What if there was a mag emoji and what would it look like? That's a good question, man. You know, I've seen a lot of people do like custom, like thumbnails for their videos, and they do all sorts of other stuff for their videos, like custom emojis, and they've got custom like subscriber joins and all that. And that's something we eventually would like to do on the channel. But I mean, oh come on, Link. It's just a ladder. All right, there we go. That is a heck of a tide. I mean, look at that. Look at that, guys. Look how high that is swelling. That's some surf swell right there is what that is. But you know, I'm not, when it comes to certain things, visually, I'm not the creative person. Storyline-wise and story writing-wise and all that, yes. A skull necklace! How just as great as everything else we've been getting out of these so far. So now we just go straight south. I think it will magnify emoji. Alright. Well, Freddy, that's super awesome, man. You know, we do get another emoji when we gain 3 more sponsors. We were up to 2 sponsors. But we did have one sponsor decide to stop sponsoring. For whatever reason they did, we totally understand that. I think it would be Mag with his signature beard and mug. That would be cool. Twilight Princess HD Switch, not going to happen, Spurton. They just did an HD remake on Wii U for Twilight Princess. I don't think they're going to do it on Switch because, you know, Nintendo is... They're really weird, right? If it's an online game, they'll totally alienate their audience by yanking the servers without even so much as a, by the way, guys, you're done. But when it comes to release games, they are not like Bethesda, right? They're not going to make a different version of every single console, every single generation have that particular game. I'm looking at you, Skyrim. I'm looking at you. You're on the Xbox 360, the Xbox One, the PC, the Mac, the PlayStation 3, the PlayStation 4, the Nintendo Switch. I would almost swear that if Bethesda thought they could make money off of it, there would be a copy of Skyrim on Linux, Steam as well. But they haven't been able to figure that one out yet, I think. Does this game only have 19 hearts too? I believe it has 20. We are missing a heart. Oh, wait a second. Let's get our cannon back here. D6 should be next. Okay. This is D6. I already got one of the 3 chests here. Okay. We're gonna blow this up, and we're gonna slowly kind of move away from that. What games would I port? Oh, wow. Yeah, they'll absolutely make a new one before porting. I don't think I don't think any kind of actual Wii U games are in the future. I think the fact that the Switch Virtual Console, I think as high as they're expecting to go on it, is GameCube games. Like actual, like Animal Crossing maybe get ported, like the original OG Animal Crossing. We may see some Pokemon games. It'd be kind of really cool to see like Pokemon Stadium get ported. T-Mac, it can. It absolutely can. So I don't foresee Linux actually ever getting as popular for Steam as they want to be. But I have hope. Speaking of really good Linux games, if you guys like Final Fantasy Tactics-like games, you need it, huh, Pizza Ball? I take it the mobile version doesn't really do it all the way for you, man, huh? But if you're playing on Linux and you like tactical games like Final Fantasy Tactics, I cannot recommend enough Battle for Wesnoth. Battle for Wesnoth is such a really good, in-depth kind of game. It's an old school game that really requires you to be intelligent with how you play things. I've heard people call it like an open source Fire Emblem before. Well, we've definitely destroyed all of the cannons. Oh, Dylan, maybe so, man. You know, that's another thing I really kind of want more time to do is to make some videos to upload. I just don't manage my time well, I think is what it boils out to. I mean, I've got 20 hours a week. I actually broke it down. 20 hours a week that are basically mine and mine alone. And of those 20 hours, I spend 7 of them in the morning streaming. I spend 4 of them on Friday streaming. And so that gives me 9 more hours. You count the extra 4 hours from things like, you know, buffet stream, which today is a buffet. You guys got 5 more minutes to get your likes in, give or take. Hey, Fox! Have a great stream. Thanks, man. Appreciate you stopping by and saying hello. But that, you know, so that's kind of, I basically have 5 hours a week to do other things. I forgot which way. I think I'm trying to point this way. Yep. And that's providing the buffets don't go any longer than what they do. Or that I, you know, don't stay up and, you know, stay awake. Good morning. How are you? Goodbye. Oh. Intriguing. That chest just kind of appeared here. No chest. I think Nintendo trolled us again. Well, there's a chest over here. And there's a chest here that looks like we opened it, so. Trolltendo's not quite trolling us. There's this gold necklace. That's good. Just doggy paddle over here to the ladder. Yeah, Fox, I hope you have a great day too, man. I hope you have a great day too. You know what I kind of miss is the sneak option. I thought I had him smacked off the edge. Yeah, we're finishing side stuff up now, opponents, but we're coming up a little bit on the empty side. Coming up a little bit on the empty side. Well, there's only 2 chests here. We did get one to spawn. There's no cannon down here. I love the sound of picking up rupees. Yeah, oh yeah. Link takes all the booty. Yes. Opponents, do you have combos overseas? That's a good question. You know, we usually have some really good food-based questions over here. Combos, opponents, if you're not aware, they are a snack food that is a cracker or a hard pretzel bread that are stuffed with some kind of spreadable cheese-like product. We don't need to know what the deck relief is. We know what the deck relief is. All right, so we kind of got trolled. We're going to guess we got trolled. Combos are pretty good. I don't like the pretzel ones. So anything that's pretzel combos are bad. The very best combos, and I cannot stress this enough, is cheeseburger combos. Right now your mag emoji is just a Santa with a brown beard. Hey Freddy, keep at it, man. You'll get there, dude. You're eating some right now. Ooh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. But they made a cheeseburger combo, and it tasted like a cheeseburger. It had that pickly, vinegary, mustard, cheesy kind of taste. Well, this looks promising. This is that stuff frozen in it. You don't really pay much attention to food. Oh, it's 9:01. Oh my gosh. Oh, guys, it is absolutely 9:01. We have 21 people watching. We've gained 0 subscribers. So right there we have the... I just got totally in the zone, guys. So we're going to give 21 extra minutes to the stream. And let's get the official light counter up. 17 minutes there as well. So that's going to give us 38. And with the boost bonus that we get from sponsors, we go up to the nearest 10. So that's going to give us up to 40. So we're going to set the alarm here to 10:40. And that's what happened, guys. My 9 a.m. alarm, for some reason, or to 9:40, not 10:40. I can't do math this, guys. For some reason, my alarm didn't get turned back on. All right. So there we go. Pockies are a 10. I agree. Dylan, they had at one point, and it's like one of DigRat's favorite combos that they've ever made, and it went away. Hey, all right, Spurton, have a good day. Whoa, this is a whole lot of ouch coming up, guys. There's just a whole lot of ouch over here. Appreciate that, Spurton. All for Boko Seed. A purple rupee so far. But we'll see what's in these. There's a bomb in there. There's a bomb in there. Not a bomb in there. Because Linky is strong, he can absolutely handle it. Arrows. Huh. I have a funny feeling that the way this game was designed primarily was for these platforms to be the earlier explored stuff. So now we're going to go Hobbs to A7, and then we're going to go to B6, then 5, then C4, then 3, and then B3 and A3, and then finally we're going to end at B1. Seems like food or drinks you love always have their production ceased. Oh, Dylan, I cannot agree with you more there. My favorite carbonated beverage of all time was Pepsi Blue. I have A7. Okay, so if we have A7, then we can just go to B6. But yeah, Pepsi Blue was some really good stuff. Swedish Fish. Swedish Fish are okay. If I can't find cinnamon bears, and I want that kind of, not quite gummy, but not quite softy, chewy kind of texture, I've got B1. Alrighty. Pretty sure we have all of the submarines. And guys, I hope you guys are revving your engines for Mario Kart right now. The donations for Shipwreck Sunday point us out to the Mario Kart. We'll be on the race course tomorrow if nothing changes. Same rules as always, 4 race rules on Mirror, and then 5 battle modes of randomness. Hey, Hoeen, how's it going? I love Iron BRU Scottish soda, but it's hard to find it imported. I've never heard of it. There is a ginger soda that I like called Elate One, A-L-E, the number 8, and then the word 1. It's actually kind of almost a root beer, ginger beer, whatever you want to call it. It's not alcoholic, but it is brewed the same way that a beer usually is. Japan has a strawberry soda. I would not doubt that at all. Japan does a lot of real good products. But it's not just Japan, though, guys. One of the things that makes the United States both good and bad is the fact that we spend a lot of time on making sure foods are safe. Okay, you guys are about to get shot at those arrows. This is not a Spielberg movie. Japanese melon soda, you know, I'm not fond of it. Cherry strawberry gummy shaped like a fish. Oh, that's really good. Oh, way cool, Posh Gamer. Gold belt's a pretty high rank, I would imagine. Brown bearded Santa has glasses now. Cool beans, Freddy. Cool beans, man. Well, the chest did not spawn. And that's, of course, a golden feather. 6th rank, okay. And most martial arts schools usually have 10 ranks. The 10th rank, of course, being for those that are beyond being taught. The only person that can teach them at that point is usually widely regarded as themselves. And to go fair, that's I don't know if that was called for, dude. Taking the head of Grandpa emoji and we'll add hair later. Okay. This is Mag, the beard's behind the laptop. I promise it's there. Favorite NPC in Breath of the Wild is the guy who tells you not to jump off the bridge. Drew, he is actually pretty cool. He's pretty cool. Yes, Huin, the Shipwreck Sunday goes from 8 a.m. until 11 a.m. And it's looking like we're going to be racing for pink slips yet again. Of course, that just depends upon what happens. So Hoey, you still rocking that Genji, man? Or are you testing out other people now? Sounds yummy. First thought these salty licorice fishes we have here. Oh. I am too, man. I had no chance of winning last week. Yeah, that's one thing about the Mario Kart 8 game, guys, is the net code for it's really bad. Nintendo did not really think some things through. Oh. Well, good job, Hoenn. It's no problems, Indigo. The internet's always kind of hard to tell. Martial arts regimen is very difficult to achieve high ranks like that. I myself made it to a yellow belt second Dan, Dawn, depending upon how you wish to pronounce it. I've heard it pronounced both ways. My instructor pronounced it as Dawn, but I've been told it's Dan by a couple guys, so I don't know. I'm doing great, Dark Fang. I'm doing good, man. How's the cast doing? How's the cast doing, Dark Fang? I bet you there's some sort of hidden stuff by hitting like all these buoys right or something too. Oh, this thing is fortified. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of cannons, guys. I'm a firm believer in bombs, but that goes a bit beyond my faith in bombs. See you, Hoenn. Oh, Dark Fang. Oh my goodness, dude. Oh my goodness. Did you explain the chopsticks at least? Did they understand the chopsticks? Because it sucks, but life goes on. You keep chugging along. I totally understand, man. Apparently, you're a cat bed. Drew, if you own a feline, you are everything. You're not just a bed. You are a bringer of food. You are the bringer of life and the bringer of destruction as well. If a cat is in mortal danger or fears for any reason, and you get near a cat will absolutely put all the blame on you no matter what happened. Small true story time with Mag while DigRat and I were moving. It was just shortly after we got, looks like a heart piece. Well, we hope it's a heart piece with the way it's a spiky chest like that, but you never know. But it was just after we got married, DigRat and I. And so a lot of the introducing to the family. You don't own the cat owns you. I don't think the cat owns you. There would have to be a lot more care for the cat to own you, I think. You and the cat basically cohabitate. That's basically about it. But it was one of those things where, you know, we were still getting to know each other's families and whatnot. My family was coming over. We are the cat stuff. Staff? Yes, yes. Darkfang, that's a very good point too. Pets typically choose their owners. People say, well, I rescued him from a shelter, and that's where it kind of starts. Where I found him on the side of the road, that's kind of starts. But make no mistake, guys, if your pet doesn't like you and they don't want to be around you, your pet will leave. That's just the way animals are. If they decide they don't care for something, they will find something else to go. Hey, Lou, how's it going, man? But so we were moving, we were packing stuff up. Always let the pet choose you. Always, absolutely, Drew. And we had our cats. We were moving them. The way you actually have to deal with cats is they are very sensitive to routine. And if you so happen to disturb their routine, they get very, very snippy. And the way they usually get very snippy is by making sure that the house smells like a litter box. So when you move somewhere with a cat, the one thing you usually want to do with your cat, and cats plural, hey DB Master, how's it going, dude? Is you want to put the cat in the new home before the furniture gets put in. That way the cat can go around and rub scent all over everything and kind of roll over everything. Dogs can also be like that. They can, opponents, but nowhere near what I've noticed with cats. I mean, I grew up with dogs my whole life. My father actually had a purebred English pointer, and he bred her and sold pups. And we raised the pups indoors and outdoors both. Oh, we're going to have to do some cannon fire. Oh my goodness. There's lots of cannon fire over here. We need to equip our bombs there. Put a boomerang there. Curved stick of death. Come on. You know you're never going to die to the boomerang. Boomerang is just too tough. Don't mind me if you shiny hunt in the sun while watching the stream. Oh, don't worry, dudes. Don't worry, man. Shiny hunting in sun and moon is not too hard to do these days. I preferred shiny hunting in like X and Y, with the way you can get certain shinies with the swarms. We had to drive 2 days with 2 cats, Litterbox Hotel. Oh yes. Oh my gosh. Your dog chose you as a stray, saw it, poured water in a bowl, and it followed you all the way home. Oh, that's awesome, Darkfang. That's awesome. But yeah, so I'm kind of getting sidetracked while explaining all the stuff. So you let a cat kind of go into where it needs to go and kind of get used to the new environment before you move into it. And that way, by the time you put the new your furniture in the new place, all the hidden spots that the cat would destroy your furniture to get to doesn't have new scents in it, right? They have familiar scents. So we're doing this, and we've mostly got one apartment all the way emptied out, and we're moving like right across the hall. I mean, we had a breezeway. We were moving from a 2-bedroom place to a 3-bedroom place. You got 3 shiny rock roasts by accident. Wow, that's a happy little accident, opponents. But one of our cats just wasn't really digging the new apartment. He just really liked the old apartment that we were in. And we don't know what it was, but he kind of refused to. He would go over and he would come back home, and he'd go over and come back home. And he really wanted to explore the new place or anything like that. I'm not sure exactly what caused it. Alright, Freddy, way cool. No, Darkfang, that would not end well if you put a cat in any kind of body of water. Or a dog even. Dogs will dog paddle, but they're not meant to be in the water usually. But yeah, I figured it would be in Discord, Freddy. That's why it's used for, is the PG pics and vids. But so this cat liked to sit, and come to find out, it was the sun in the old apartment versus the new apartment. He had a sunspot that he liked to sit at, and we always had the blinds up. And as we were cleaning and getting ready to move out of the apartment, we put down the blinds. And he wound up getting tangled in the blinds, and he's just hanging here, guys. And it's a horrifying experience when you have a fur baby, and your fur baby is trapped, and you need to try to keep your fur baby out of whatever's trapping it. So here he is, kind of like dangling out of this thing. I mean, he's basically just hanging like this the whole time. And so I reached to grab him, and all of a sudden, my arm became hamburger meat. I mean, it just went from help me, human, to I blame you for this, human. Clearly, you are blamed for this. And don't bathe cats. You can bathe cats. You don't want to bathe them often. If you are going to bathe your pet, as far as a cat goes, at most once a quarter, for at least once a year, because you want to make sure that any kind of actual oils that their body builds up doesn't get totally decimated. And you don't want to do like a deep scrubbing. You just want to bathe them, maybe kind of comb their fur out a bit, get out any kind of major, and by major I mean like stuff that a cat isn't going to see I have the middle chest, okay. Isn't going to normally see in the wild, because cats are really meticulous about keeping themselves clean. Exactly, cat water. They bathe themselves mostly. But if you do have to bathe a cat, the best way I can say to do it is going to sound a little bit on the mean side. You got to let the cat be in control when you have it take a bath. That does help, Posh. What I would do is we had a shower stall, and I would take the shower head, I would turn the pressure on low, I would make sure that the bath water in question was not hot. You basically would keep it a little bit toward the, not even warm, a little bit close to room temperature. I don't know, DB Master. I really, I see Sun and Moon Ultra like I do Black and White too. It just seems like it was like, thick gloves is definitely a good idea as well. There was the UV glove, which is like the Kevlar glove. I cannot recommend that enough for bathing a cat, because you are going to get clawed. But if you keep the water pressure low, these tall towers look awfully familiar. Yeah, they kind of do. They kind of do. All right, so we have to ride the cyclone up toward this other one. That's going to be the trick. That's going to be the real trick. I can already tell. But yeah, that's the way we would bathe our cats. We'd give them a once over with the water. We would use a ivory soap, the actual, not the dish soap, but the body soap. Just a little bit of it, just a little bit. Rub it in their fur and then wash it out. All right, so we need our Korok leaf and a boomerang. You guys can't do battle with me. I beat up an old guy yesterday. And he said that I was the closest thing to the chosen one in this world. We actually beat the memory right out of the old guy, and it was both exciting and kind of terrifying all at the same time. All right, so your cat walked into the shower. If I left the door open, he was strange. You know, my cats actually didn't seem to equate the shower or the bathtub with water until the faucet was engaged. And then once the faucet was engaged, they're like, oh, it's wet here. We need to get away. Bye-bye. Wake up, get stunned. I had a cat that loved water. He would turn the sink on and under the faucet and soaked, and they go, oh, wow. You know, cats are different. Cats are different. They're like people. You're not going to find that one size fits all. You're not going to find that any of them actually act the exact same. You're going to find that different breeds have stereotypes that aren't true. Awesome. Will do, Freddy. Oh, Dylan. Rip. Oh, he walked into the shower while you're in it and got soaked. Oh. I had, one of our cats was almost like that pizza ball. We had one that would actually cry at the water. When the shower or the bathtub was going, he'd like get up to the tub, he'd put both his hands on it and look at you and go, "You're getting wet! Oh dear God! What can I do? What can I do?" I mean, that was seriously basically his modus operandi. It was like, why would you do this, human? Why would you do this? Oh. Well, this might actually make this super easy. Look at that, guys. Breath of the Wild skills paying off. Paying off. Didn't even have to hit that second cyclone. But yeah, animals are, I wouldn't say they're weird. They're animals. And they are just like human beings, in my opinion. And given enough time, you're going to find that there's some differences. An orange ruby! Okay, you'll be back? Alright, I understood, Dark Fang. I understand. That is, I wouldn't think that's funny, Dylan. I think that's the definition of irony. So, we did not get what we were hoping to find here. We have one more platform per the Hobbs information we have. And then we'll be done with all the platforms. How many more heart pieces are needed? Excellent question, opponents. We need 3. Last platform, then the 3 heart pieces. Oh, I thought we were heading for the heart pieces. But we're not. Very tricky, Hobbs. Usually I'd have this whole entire goatee just stripped down like this, but it's gone. Meow, human, don't get me wet. Yeah, pretty much, pretty much. But one thing you got to remember that when you do bathe any kind of pet, right? Most animals in the wild, they don't have a shower. They don't have a bathtub. The closest thing that does have, you like to save the best for last. There's nothing wrong with that, Hobbs. I knew you were good on that kind of stuff, man. But they don't, you know, in nature, you're not going to see like a bar ivory soap, or you're not going to see a dog that's zestfully clean. Maybe save? Sure, why not? We haven't saved in a bit. Well, that's kind of the way they work too. It is the cat's way. Minced meat arms, yeah. They he got me really good too. I mean, it was one of those things that we had to use like iodine on him. Though it was pretty bad cuts. But that was our actual our youngest cat, and boy was he accident prone. He was our little baby, and unfortunately he did not make it through the full ownership of cats. He is a Rainbow Bridge cat at this point, and he had renal failure sadly, and it was one of those hard decisions to put down him. Sometimes you have to wash Buster. Now, need to give golden feathers to the Rito for his girlfriend. All right. I remember that quest, Hobbs. You could say it's meow or never. Oh. There we go, flying through the air. And every time we use the song, we're reminded that we missed a photo. Demon Huntress, right here. Right here. I had a horrible issue with my cat spraying. My eldest Mel, we got him neutered late. That's cool, Dylan. If you have a cat that is spraying, that's way cool, Dylan. I will. Oh, we got a mailbox. Oh, it's the beetle. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yes, Catwater. You have to neuter very early. If you neuter late, they do that when they are smelling complex scents. Yes, T-Mac, you're correct on that. They do that when they are anxious. There is a... It's not a inexpensive product, but there is a diffuser product that you can get for your cat that will help. Usually though, if you have a cat that is spraying, you need to try to find out what's causing it grief and figure that out. If you have a lot of stress in your life, that'll cause stress in your pet's life. Cats are just really good about that. All right. Said he'd send her one, and if I recall correctly, he wants us to give him like all of them. It's an orange rupee! Okay. Yeah, even if he's neutered, Demon Huntress, it's not going to fix the spraying 100% potentially. Because, yeah, the smell definitely is not good. Keep in mind that neutering a cat is simply taking out the biological instinct. It's not, it's taking away some of the equipment. All right, all right. boats. B3 need to defeat cannon boats. Just not pleasant for the human. Yeah, very true. Has Bowser ever taken over Peach's castle and turned it completely evil and nasty looking? Actually, Dylan, yes. The very first original Nintendo, all those castles you played through technically were Mushroom Kingdom castles. Okay. So we need to go to B3 and defeat all the cannon boats. Okay. Cat puns are catastrophic. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if this would be considered a PG conversation or not. That's a very good question. Generally speaking, my thoughts on PG conversations is if we have to ask, it probably isn't. So you probably need to calm down on the topic a little bit. Guys, we're staring down the last 5 minutes of the stream today. Hopefully we can get these last 2 heart pieces. We're about to do battle with some boats. There's only one Mario villain who took over both Bowser's and Peach's castle. Okay, that's cool. Hey, relaxing, how's it going, dude? And Game Master, glad to see you both here today. So this is B3, and there's there's some boats here somewhere. Yeah, Huntress, you are absolutely correct. That's the power of scent marking in the animal kingdom. They absolutely can mark stuff. Let's see here. Need to defeat cannon boats. I am not seeing any cannon boats. We are in B3. Odd. Yeah, relaxing, fun and gaming, man. Sponsor, if you sponsor the channel, it's $4.99 USD per month. I get about $2.60 of that before taxes, and you get a green name, special badge beside your name, and you also get access to special icons, or emojis rather. This is B3 Hobbs. I'm not seeing any cannon boats. Rockspire Island, they should be here. Well, I think we zapped them down once. Maybe we just blow all these up by bomb and make that be the challenge. I mean, this thing right here looks like a submarine. We got a beetle boat flying in the vicinity. Maybe, just maybe. Let's go to C2. Maybe that's where it's at. How FFA Friday? Oh, it was great. I had a blast. I know Alienated One had a good time. DigRat had a good time. Tim had a great time. Glad Tim's kind of getting the hang of the game, because Save the World it's got so much depth. You like turtles? Goes crazy. Is it on the Sea Hearts chart? Well, that's a very good question. It is on the Sea Hearts chart. So that means we've already gotten it, because we've gotten all 49 of the maps. Yeah, Game Master, that would be a secret emoji, man, if you had a sponsor. Sweet, Freddy. You took out the golden cannon boat. Yeah, I've done that. Oh, that's fine, opponents. No worries on there at all. So somewhere... So we know we have all of those hearts. So we have... Somewhere there are 3 hearts amongst all those. Oh, you're fine, Game Master. No worries, dude. Well, guys, the stream is over. This is going to be the end for today's time. We're going to give it a good save. We still got 3 pieces of heart to find. Oh my gosh, guys. I don't know what we're going to do, but I do know tomorrow we're going to play some Mario Kart. And that's going to be played with our fans, with our subscribers. We will be on Shipwreck Sunday, guys, tomorrow. Let's go ahead and give this No Shave November a refresh. Still at 50, guys. And we are halfway through our goal already. Oh, this might be difficult. It could be, Hobbs. It could be, man. You know, it's the... Oh, no's. You have to get on... Oh, it'll be me and Catwater and... maybe Chadley might pop in. Vulcan might come in. Zombie Billy, you know he'll be there. Oh, it's going to be great, guys. So I will see you guys tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. for Mario Kart on the Switch. You got it, Princessa. That's what we're doing tomorrow, guys. It's Mario Kart on Switch. If you send me a friend request on the Nintendo Switch, you'll be accepted before the stream and then in between. 3 heart fun times. Yes, yes, Indigo Pharaoh. Slight change, you might join. Well, way cool, Freddy. Way cool. Well, guys, this is Mag Synchro from Convertible Turtle saying have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow morning.